Hi everyone. In this session, we are going to discuss the 4 errors which you should avoid. So I have a set of questions where I'm going to discuss with you about the errors or the mistakes which usually people make while doing some set of questions. Okay, so here we have question number 5, which says, which of the following is equivalent to this expression? So you have been given 4 choices. You can pause the video, try it yourself, and then you can check out the answers. Also, here we are going to solve that question. The first thing what we are going to do is we are going to open the parenthesis. So while opening the parenthesis, we are going to check out what mistakes usually everybody makes. So here there's nothing multiplied to anything, so it will be the same. So I'm going to write that as it is: x squared y minus 2xy squared plus 3xy. And now that's the error one which most of the people make by not changing the signs. When you multiply a constant to a variable in the parenthesis, you have to multiply this sign as well. This is the first major error what everybody makes. That is, you need to multiply -2 with x and y. That gives you minus 2xy. And then you have, now they forget to take this negative sign and they just multiply 2. So that's the major mistake you should never do. All you have to do is just multiply the signs together. Minus into minus, that gives you plus. And so we are going to write that down. Plus 2 multiplied by xy squared. So 2xy squared. And then the third part, again you multiply 2 with this and you add up the plus sign. That's wrong. What you have to do is you have to multiply with this negative sign as well. Negative and positive makes negative, and you have a 2 multiplied with x squared y. And now we are going to solve for the variables which are same, like terms. Usually we say they are the like terms. So we have x squared y, and where is our x squared y? So we have x squared y minus 2x squared y. So that will give us 1 minus 2 will give you -2. Negative x squared y. And now minus 2xy squared plus 2xy squared gets cancelled out, and you're left with 3xy minus 2xy. That will give you plus xy. So usually what you have to remember basically in this question is you have to understand the signs and where you should not make sign mistakes. Okay, so the answer is B. That's your option B. Okay, let's move on to question number 6 and find out what usually the error occurs in this one. Okay, the question says the graph of f of x is shown above. For x lies between -5 to 5, how many real solutions does f of x equals to 2 have? So there are 4 choices. Is it none, 1, 2, or 3? So you can try out yourself. But here, when you're trying out yourself, you should have in mind that you're not going to write down the equation of this graph or equation of something and make it a little daunty. Wrong. That's wrong. The easier way to do that is you have an equation already given to you. F of x is considered as y. Y is equal to 2. This is one line given to you already. So here, where is our line? Y is equal to 2 on y-axis. That's the line 0, 2. So I'm going to draw that. All right. Now, the answer is really simple. If I'm going to tell you, you're going to say, oh yes, the graph of f of x is shown. So this is the graph which is shown, and this is y is equal to 2. This is the cubic equation. Now wherever it says how many real solutions does this have, how many real solutions, so The real solution of a system of equation corresponds to, you have to listen carefully, that it's the point of intersection where the two graphs, where intersection of the graphs of these two equations, this is one linear equation, this is cubic equation, wherever there's a point of intersection between these two graphs, that point of intersection you have to mark it down, that are the real solutions. The graph of y is equal to 2 is this horizontal line, so I'm going to write that this line is y is equal to 2 and it contains a point 0 comma 2 already. Since it is y is equal to 2, so you have a point 0 comma 2, already you have a point where it intersects. So f of x intersects 3 times. It has 3 solutions where between, that's the point of intersection between the line and the curve, 1, 2 and the 3. So there are 3 solutions for the equation, and that's your option D. That's it, nothing else, no calculations, nothing. You just have to remember where the point of intersection lies between the two curves or the two graphs, two equations. That's the solutions, that are the real solutions of the graph f of x equals to 2. Okay, let's find question number 7 has to say. Question number 7 here says, there's an equation given to you, that's a quadratic equation. Whenever you have a degree of 2, that's called as a quadratic equation. If you have a degree of 1, that's called as linear equation. When you have a degree of 3, it's called as cubic equation. When you have a degree of 4, that's called as quartic equation. This is a quadratic equation. If r and s are two solutions of the equation above, which of the following is the value of r plus s? So there are 4 choices. You can try this out. So I'm going to tell you what usually the major error is made by people here is, they just start calculating the roots. They just start calculating the solution of this equation. And how do they do that? Either they start using quadratic formula, or they start using factorizing, or they start using the completing the square, and that's absolutely wrong. You should not do that. That's the major error what everybody makes here. You have to understand the question, which of the following is the value of r plus s? R and s are the two solutions, that are the two roots. So it's basically really simple. You just have to understand that if r and s are two solutions of the quadratic equation, for example ax squared plus bx plus c, if the equation is in this kind and you have two solutions for that, that is r and s, so the sum of the roots or the sum of the solutions is equal to negative b over a. That's it. You just have to remember that. No need to calculate your quadratic formulas or factorization or completing the squares, nothing. So the sum of the roots is given by negative b over a. For this equation, a is 3, b is 10 and c is negative 8. So we're going to substitute, that's the sum of the roots, r plus s is equal to negative, b is 10 over a is 3. That's it. Your answer is A, option A, done. Okay, similarly, we have another set of question that says the price of a backpack is $B, to which T% of sales tax is added at the counter. What is the price of the backpack after tax in terms of B and T? Usually what error everybody makes here is, what mistake everybody does is, they convert, it's T% of sales tax added to the counter. Obviously the price of the backpack is B, so they just add on B plus that T% of dollars and they choose C. That's absolutely wrong. That's the major error what everybody makes. It's not B plus 0.01 T. All you have to do is, for this one, T% whenever you're writing t%, how you'll convert it to decimal. T% is t. I'm going to change the symbol. Percent. Cent is 100. T out of 100. And that, I'm going to write that down. T, whatever is in the numerator, I'm going to write that down. Put a decimal to its right. Check how many zeros are there. In the denominator, there are 2 zeros. So I'm going to move my decimal left 2 slots. So here I am. And this is an empty slot, so I'll have a 0. That's 0.01 t. That's how you write 0.01 t. Now that's t%. The price of the backpack is $B, as you have seen in the question. After adding t% tax, the price will be always the tax, or whatever you're adding something, a percent is added, it is added to 100%. Always it is added to 100%. That means 100% is one whole, and you're going to write down that $B, and that's actually B. So after this, I'm going to, this is for your understanding, B plus, this is 100%, B plus 0.01 t multiplied by B. So that's t% of B. 100% plus t% of B. That's how we are going to write that. And when you take out B common, you're left with 1 plus 0.01 t dollars. So that's your option A and not C. A is the right answer. So guys, if at all you like this session, please don't forget to like and share it with your friends. Subscribe, don't forget to subscribe. And if at all you have any questions, you can write down in the comments. You're most welcome. So if you want me to take up any new sessions, you can even write down in the comments. And thank you so much. Take care. Bye bye.